Hey everyone, Tony D and Little Joan here on a Screenwriter's Rant. We're going to take a look at the trailer for Clover. It is billed as a thriller comedy movie. That's kind of an interesting mix. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. You are what keeps this channel great, and you can keep me going by telling your friends or passing a link around, post it on Reddit. You could also help this channel by buying my books, Wokistan, a novel, and of course, The Pineys, books 1, 2, and 3, ebook, trade paperback, Kindle Unlimited is free, and audiobooks coming soon. Book 4 of The Pineys coming soon. Also, don't forget to stop by the Webcomic Factory. Webcomic Factory, celebrating 10 years of webcomics at thewebcomicfactory.com. Now, Clover. Okay, so we got a lot of Guy Ritchie-esque styling going on here already.
Yeah, my two favorite brothers. Where's my money?
That's what we wanted to discuss with you.
You got three options. You can miraculously pull the money that you owe me out of your ass in the next 10 seconds. Option number 2, you go with my boy Joey here on a simple house call.
I'd love to hear the third option.
Barry owes my old man 80 dimes. Shoot him. Come on, shoot him.
This wasn't part of the deal.
If you want to wipe your debt clean, end it! What?
No!
Put the word out on the street. Cash reward. Anybody brings me those degenerates?
In this chaos.
Back door now!
Okay, I like this setup. So it's pretty classic gangstery stuff. These two guys have a debt, and to clear the debt, they have to go on basically a crime for the mob guys, and it's more than they expected. They want them to kill a guy, and rather than do it, they can't bring themselves to do it, and it gets more complicated. And there you go. Now they got to save the girl, and now they're on the run. Ron Perlman, some names here. So this is shaping up to be a pretty cool crime caper, and I could see why you would call it a thriller comedy. I would call it more of a crime comedy, but that tends to have a bad connotation. So a thriller comedy, that works.
Now! Go!
Are you seriously standing in my doorway right now?
Tony DiGerolamo wants us dead.
One less Jackie Callahan in the world might not be such a bad thing.
You miss me.
Never ends with you two.
I don't want to be here. I want to go home.
It's not safe.
I say we go on the defensive.
Get them before they get us. It's offense, idiot. Offensive.
I want this done in the most painful way.
It will be handled clean, no mess.
Wait, who's that?
Maybe a little messy.
She looks familiar. Chazz Palmenteri. I was trying to think of his name. Otherwise known as Primo from
How long do we let this go on?
she I thought for a second that was Brie Larson, and I was about to totally change my whole view of Brie Larson, but she kind of vaguely looks like her.
To the end.
Because of you, the DiGerolamo name dies with me.
Oh, look who it is. The Irish twins. Don't you two owe me money? Get in line.
Yeah, that looks like fun. I mean, you know, two characters that are always broke. I can totally relate to that. So yeah, I mean, they're you've got everything you need for this, because the protagonist, even though they're kind of sketchy guys, they get in trouble, but deep down they can't commit murder, and they're good-hearted enough that they're going to save that girl, and then they try to turn the tables on Chazz Palmenteri, who's a perfect mob boss actor. I mean, you know, he's been doing mob stuff for years. Ron Perlman, I don't know why he's in the mix exactly. I'm not sure his role. But those two are the guys who I imagine the names that, you know, they're going to bring in the viewers, hopefully, and then the rest of the cast will be brought up by that. But it's really going to be about the rest of the cast, because they credit them with Ron Perlman and Chazz Palmenteri. They don't want to get your hopes up that they're going to be in the whole movie. But, smart screenwriters and directors, what they'll do with characters that they make for them is they'll try to space them out during the course of the movie. Even though they'll have small roles, they'll keep coming back. So probably with Chazz Palmenteri, there's probably, that scene in the beginning, oh, you owe me the money, go on this mission, and then you don't see him for a while, and then there's the scene where it's like, oh, these guys screwed us, I want you to go get them, and then there's probably another scene, and then there's probably a final scene with Chazz where they either kill him or he dies or whatever. But I bet 90% of it for Chazz takes place in one office, and then later, when they have the climax or whatever, they shoot that. And I almost promise you that what they probably did was shoot all of Chazz Palmenteri's stuff at the same time. So within, say, 2 or 3 days. And they paid him X amount of dollars for just those 3 days. Because he and Ron Perlman would command a high price, so they would get the most money, and you'd want to give them, you want to shoot theirs as quickly as possible. For Ron Perlman, maybe he's not even as important as Chazz in terms of the characters, and so maybe he's done in a day. I don't know. Maybe he's a guy they keep calling or coming back to or whatever. So those are something to think about when you're scripting, right? You want to think about characters that you can either add or that you put in there, like a perfect cameo for a name actor in a movie like this.
Guy, right? Maybe there's a gun guy that they go to in the beginning, and then midway in the movie they have to go back to him for more guns, and then maybe he shows up at the end at, say, nice job guys or whatever, or they go out for drinks. Sting is in Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, and he's a pretty big name. He plays like one of the characters' dads, so he owns the bar. And so in the beginning, the characters get in trouble. You see Sting, and then I think he's in the middle somewhere, and then definitely at the end. So they probably shot all his stuff first, get him all done, and then the other actors who aren't as famous, but they're more the main characters. Obviously as the leads, they may not even be getting paid as much, but they're the leads, so this is a bigger credit for them. It's a more important project for them, and that's kind of the way it works. These younger, newer actors are brought up by the older, bigger name actors, and that's how you sell a movie. Although these days, now that it's on Netflix and whatever, in the old days it would be about the VHS box, and the movie poster, who you could put on there, what names you could put on there. That still holds true today, except instead of a movie poster or a VHS box, you're looking at a synopsis that's written online. And so it's an image, as opposed to an actual poster or an actual physical box, let's say. So I like the looks of Clover. It doesn't look hilarious. Could be a little funnier. But I would watch it because this is my kind of movie. I like these kind of gangster movies, as you all know. And I like comedies. And we need more comedies in these trying times. So Clover, everyone. I'm going to give it an upvote. There you go. Bang. Check it out. And we'll see you next time.